Hello, Gemini. How are you? Thank you so much for coming here and watching. Thanks for clicking here. I appreciate you. Gemini, I'm here to do a reading for you. And my readings are always for the week ahead, right? So whenever you find it today, tomorrow, next year, whenever it is, it could resonate with you. It is a general reading, Gemini. Keep that in mind. It won't resonate for everybody. Welcome here. Thanks for clicking here. And if you are somebody who is coming back, thanks for coming back. If you're my ride or die, if you're brand new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. And if you're interested in how to get to private reads or interested in an extended after you watch this video, we will talk about that at the end of the video. We are using the Places Oracle today to give us the overall energy for what's going on in the week ahead, and then we're going to throw some tarot at it, get some details for you, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on for Gemini, please. Tell me what's going on for Gemini. We've got scorching lands. Ooh, scorched earth. Gemini, you're about to open your mouth and burn it to the ground. That's what it feels like. The sky is here. Infinite universe, cloud formations. It feels like there is something going on this week that, yes, it says parched earth. It says blazing sun, arid deserts, searing heat, parched earth, burning it to the ground. It feels like your week is starting with words with somebody. You're tuning someone in. It feels like the rest of the week might be a little easier for you, but it feels like something's going down at the beginning of this week or whatever week you're watching this. And it's about to be you're going scorched earth, my friend. You're about to just open your mouth and say something that a lot of people around you aren't going to like. But look, I never really met a Gemini who was, and maybe it's different for you, but for myself, I usually only deal in healed people, and the healed Gemini is usually going to speak the truth. The ones that are unhealed, I'm just saying they're a little unhinged, but I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's going to be speaking the truth, and it's going to scorch. It's going to burn some shit to the ground is what it feels like here. We've got the sky. It says infinite universe, cloud formations. I feel like it's a new day. As we come into the midweek, it feels like the sun is about to shine above the clouds here, and you start to get some clarity. I feel like the reason that you went scorched earth at the beginning of the week is because there's something here that I feel your eyes are open to, because we have dark purple here, which is the third eye. We have pink energy here, which is getting downloads. We have the sun here, which is breakthroughs, and now I see things a little bit clearer. I do feel that at the end of the week, you're probably feeling a little more emotional about this whole thing. We've got the sailing vessel, nautical journeys, and maritime adventure. It feels like you are, I'm going to say, feeling you're deep into your emotions, but I think you're coasting. Like, I feel like you're treading water, you're swimming. I feel like you're keeping, you know what I mean? You keeping your head up, right? It feels like that, but I feel like you still are in this energy of feeling a little bit emotional. It's almost like you had to blow off steam. And I feel like this really is your intuition telling you that you probably did the right thing, because you're it's like maybe you went scorched earth and now you're starting to see the clarity of it, or the fallout, or what the fallout might be. The universe is showing you through signs and symbols. It says cloud formations here. So signs and symbols, you might be getting numbers or seeing things that are symbolic, synchronicities of some sort. We've got the train here, subway, railway. I think you're leaving something behind, my friend. You took a gamble and you said what you said, and I feel like it landed with some and some it did not, and I don't think you care, because I think you're on the train. I think you're out of there. I say you're like, I don't care if it burnt to the ground. It needed to be said, and I said it, and now I'm out. We do have the financial center. It could have something to do with that. It says economic hub, stock market, business district. It could be to do in your business. It could have to do with money. It could be the stock market. It feels like it is something that you took a gamble on. It says gambling, excitement, card tables, jackpot moment, betting, and odds. I think you bet on something. And I think that you already knew the odds. I'm going to say, Gemini, you already knew that it wasn't going to land with some people, and you were going to scorch the earth for some, and other people are going to be like, yeah, Gemini, somebody needed to say it, right? And then I feel like you're out of there. So let's find out what the tarot has to say. Oh, Gemini, this is the most Gemini reading I have done in a while. All right. Let's find out what's going on for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what this is all about. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me about the scorched landing here. Scorching lands. Tell me about Gemini. What did you burn to the ground, Gemini? I'm wondering if we're going to get some swords energy here. Tell me about Gemini, please. We've got the Six of Wands. So it feels like you may be saying something in a group of people. I'm going to say people who have their eyes on you. You're in the midst of a group of people. So you're in a group of friends, you're at a wedding, you're at a christening, you're at a place, maybe a family dinner. It feels like that's where you say something that is going to not hit with everybody. It's going to feel like scorched earth. Let's talk about the sky. We'll get back to that. We'll clarify just a little bit. Let's talk about the sky. The infinite universe is here. It almost feels like this is a little bit of the energy of exhale. It's almost like you had this building up in your head and you knew it was going to explode if you didn't say something. And I don't think that you really cared who was standing around. That when it is time in Gemini, you're just going to say it. We've got the Knight of Swords. Okay. Yeah, there's Gemini energy. And so the sky is here with the infinite universe. It does feel like after the fact, after you said it and did the scorched earth thing, now you're thinking it over. Now you're in your head saying, should I have said it that quickly? Should I have just said it? Should I have let it fall out my mouth? Oh, okay. Well, you guys know that I'm clairaudient. If you've been here before, if you haven't been, you know now. But I always get songs. And for me, songs aren't just songs, although I do love music. And I have music in my head from 1968 forward. A lot of it. The song I'm getting when I looked there, felt this card, because I'm an energy reader, I heard Sarah Bareilles, and she said, let the words fall out. I want to see you be brave. It's the song called Brave by Sarah Bareilles. I think that what you said was very brave because I think it had been building within you for a really long time. And I don't think that you expected to blurt it out or are expecting to blurt it out in a group of people. But I think that's just the way it ends up being. I think that something, I'm looking at this energy here. It's like the energy from the people around you. It's like the energy is connecting everybody here. And I feel like it finally just hits you and you finally just say it. History of silence didn't do you any good. Did you think it would? She says. Oh, why can't I hear the words? Just let me say the truth. Say what you're going to say and let the words fall out. I want to see you be brave, is what she says. So I think that you're going over it, and as you look back on it, you're like, that was a little brave, wasn't it? I didn't expect to say that when I said it. Tell me about the ship. We've got Temperance. Well, I'm just going to say, I feel like things are in balance. I feel like whatever you said had to be said in your mind. It had to be said or your head was going to pop off. It feels like Temperance tells me this was very healing for you to be able to finally just say it out loud. And I think that I want to say with the maritime adventure and the ship, it feels like now you can move to the next place. The ship and the train are both modes of transportation. And so it feels like now you can finally move on. Now you can go. Because it feels like now you're on the top side, I'm going to say, with this water. You're floating. You're good. I feel like you can now float into the future here. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Tell me what we went scorched earth on here, Gemini. And the way you would do this is different for everybody, because please understand we meet everyone at our rising sign. People don't meet Gemini sun. They meet the rising sign. So you might be a Gemini rising, You could be a Leo rising. And look, Gemini with Leo in the rising is just somebody walked in and threw on the lights and said, get your ass out of bed. Like it's not good, kind energy. It's sharp. We've got the Three of Cups in the reverse. What the hell? Oh no. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Cups. So I just want to say, if you are a Gemini sun and you have Queen of Cups in the rising, so you have water in the rising, specifically Cancer, you're going to say it, but you're going to say it in the kindest way you know how, in the sweetest way you know how, but you're still bloody going to say it. Same with the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to bring the argument, you're going to bring the pie charts, you're going to bring the whiteboard, you're going to bring all the details and the reassessment, but you're still going to say it. You might be somebody who is Leo, though, and if that's the case, then you're just like, this is the way it is, and if you don't like it, too effing bad, and I'm out of here. So we've got the Three of Cups in the reverse. This is really putting things on its head. I feel like it breaks up a group of people. People begin to scatter. People begin to get up and walk away. It feels like it could definitely be a third party that gets exposed. Maybe you're saying, oh yeah, well, did you tell them that you've got a girlfriend but you're married? Like it feels like it breaks things up. It really, the third party is like, it feels like it's at a party, at a gathering, a group of people, and I feel like whatever this is sends everyone scattering, is what it is. The ones that are uncomfortable get up and leave. I feel like you are trying to say it in the most balanced and kind way that you can, but for some of you, you're like, no, I'm not going to sit here and listen to you lie to these people or pretend that you're something that you're not. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. We've got the Four of Wands, we've got the Ace of Wands, and we've got the Eight of Cups. So yeah, you're revisiting it in the mind. And this is something that I feel that Gemini does go through. You are the overthinker, Gemini. I mean, all the air signs are, but it does feel like it does take place in somebody's home, possibly. You could be outing somebody in the family or in a group of people. It feels like the Ace of Wands tells me it happens like that. Boom. Just like that. It's like you're thinking about it now. It feels like in the midweek, you're thinking about what happened at the beginning of the week. Now, for some of you, you might think, oh crap, did I really just say that? Did I really just blow that out of the water? Some of you might be thinking that, but not all of you. It feels like you're revisiting because the Eight of Cups is in the reverse. And for me, that's like detaching. It's like you walked into the situation detached and saying, I don't really give a crap what's going on here. I'm just here to be at the family dinner because mom asked me to be here. But I feel like you look at the Ace of Wands here. That's what starts the fire, right? That's what starts the fire. We've got 4 candles around the Four of Wands. It feels like that's what starts the fire. You might have wrestled with yourself. You're wrestling with yourself now. We've got 4 candles around the Ace of Wands. All of those are fire. To me, that's the Ace of Wands. Absolutely, that's the one we're focused on. But we've also got four candles here, which gives me sort of 5. 5 and 4 is 9. And that makes me feel like now some of you are feeling a little bit like the Wounded Warrior as you revisit this and you're like, it had to be said. It was already out in the open. Didn't they see it? You start bargaining with yourself. But I feel like for some of you, you're like, finally, it was said. I hesitated on whether I should, and I finally said it, and now this is the exhale. But I think for some of you, you're up in your head now thinking, oh God, maybe I shouldn't have said it the way I said it. And now you're thinking about who got up and left the table. Who did you make uncomfortable? Maybe you didn't mean for it to land with certain people and it did. And so I think that now you're going through this. This is what happens also when we have social anxiety. It's like we go there, we do our thing, we are ourselves, and then when we get home, we start pulling ourselves apart. Like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? It could be some social anxiety for somebody that I'm talking about here. We've got the Temperance card and the Maritime Adventure. It does feel like something here, fire and water, is coming into balance. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Two of Wands, and we've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. Whatever you exposed is something that is not going to ever be able to be changed. This has now changed the dynamic of your group, your family, the situation, whatever it was. Maybe it was between you and one person. Maybe it was a workplace things. Whatever it is, it can never be taken back. So I feel like if you meant to do it, it's all good. If you didn't mean to do it, I feel like you've change something forever, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune being here with Temperance, it tells me that it was a moment of alchemy that was destined, and it feels like it was supposed to make change. So I feel like somebody here was actually listening to the universe. You might think you're a big badass doing it all on your own, but I think that you were actually listening to the universe and saying it because it needed to be said. The Hanged Man in the reverse is an aha moment, and I feel like you realize that whatever it is that you said, that you were saying it with the purpose of, I never have to come back here again. I don't really give a crap what they think about me. So I feel like that was your MO. It was like, I'm going to say it. The people who agree with me will talk with me, and the people who don't agree with me will not speak with me. I feel like it hangs around for a while with you, though, because the devil energy is here. It feels like it hangs around a little bit with you. It's an attachment. You have doubt. You have fear. I don't know what's going to happen from here. I'm just going to get on the train or on the ship. I got to go. I'm not going to go back there. I'm not going to look back there. It feels like you made a decision that cannot ever be changed. It's changed everything forever. And so we'll talk more about this. We'll talk more about maybe what was said, how it was said, why it was said, who was in the room. We'll talk more about that. If you want to come to the extended, we're gonna clarify all of this and get a lot more details out of it. We're also going to put down 3 cards here to find out what else we're going to talk about while we're in the extended. And if you want to come with us, please look at the top of the comments. There's one pinned comment by me at the top of all the comments in every video that I upload. It's right, the first comment that is right under the video, and it will tell you how to purchase this outright if you would like to just purchase this one, or if you'd like to come to the membership area, that's where many of the extendeds are, if you would like to go there. I'm also doing private reads, so if you're interested in a private read, I'm doing live reads, I'm doing pre-recorded reads, and if you're interested in getting in on that, please go over and take a link to Hypsee, take a look at my pricing and my timetables. All right, let's find out what else is going on for you, Gemini. We've got the 9 of Wands, so it does feel like wounded warrior energy. A little bit of regret, thinking about the past. How many people did I hurt? We've got the Queen of Wands, but it had to be done, and I had to be the person to do it. The Queen of Wands is just going to do it, just going to say it, is very independent, an independent thinker, an independent doer. And the Queen of Wands is also resilient. I'll bounce back from this because I finally let it go. I think this was something that was building for a while, and you finally let it go. The 10 Wands is here with the Queen. The Queen adds the Wand to the 9, and then we can finally drop the burdens. Whatever you were carrying was really heavy here, Gemini, and it just had to be said no matter how many cracks it ends up making in the foundation. We have the King of Pentacles. I feel like you made a solid decision, or this is how you're feeling. I made a solid decision. I looked over all the details. I had all of the quotes. I had all of the money. I had all of the dollars. I had all of the cents. There was just nothing that they could argue against me because I had all of the information. I reassessed it. I knew all the details. I only said the truth. So I feel like you're sort of in this bargaining energy here. We've got the King of Wands, and you just went for it, right? You did. You just did it. Whether they like it or not, you just did it. So we've got the 9 of Swords, but I think you're living in a little bit of regret because I think that you didn't expect that you would blurt it out or that it would come out that way, and you didn't expect that there would be people in the room who would be collateral damage, who would be people who would be hurt by it that you didn't expect to be hurt by it. We're going to go into the extended. If you'd like to come there, you know what to do. Please look at the pinned comment. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Gemini, love you a bunch, and I'll see you throughout the week. Be well. Bye-bye.